Hey guys, this is Apple Biscuit here to make a quick video about should casual players be excited about Classic WoW? Should casual players play Classic WoW? I think my position may be a little bit different than other people. I know that a lot of YouTubers come from a background of being much more of a hardcore player, whether it's doing mythic rating content, high mythic plus dungeons, or high arenas. I'm not really that kind of player. I've been playing since towards the end of Classic WoW. I started playing World of Warcraft right before Burning Crusade came out. So technically, I did play Classic WoW, but I didn't get to play any of the end game content. But as a casual player, what many people may find surprising is that the thing I'm most excited about for Classic World of Warcraft is to have meaningful progression come back. In retail WoW, one of the big complaints people have is that there's just so many catch-up mechanics, so many different tiers of raids and mythic dungeons that you don't really feel like you're working towards anything specific. You may be working towards doing the same content on a harder difficulty, but it's not the same as working towards actually getting to enter a new area, being able to see new content for the first time. And that's something I really miss that Classic WoW is going to have. I really miss working, leveling up, doing these lower level dungeons, just, picturing in my head how cool it's going to be to enter Molten Core, how cool it's going to be, back whenever I did get to max level, which was during Burning Crusade. I was so excited to be able to go inside Karazhan and see Karazhan myself, not watching it through videos. And even now, whenever I look back on the Burning Crusade, because like I said, I didn't play in-game Classic WoW. I think of the last raid that came out at the very end of Burning Crusade, the Sunwell Plateau. I just remember that was such a cool looking raid. I loved going to that little island and doing dailies and seeing that raid entrance and just being like, man, I wish I could get into that raid so bad, but I'm never going to be able to. But even just the idea that there's this area beyond that, if I get good, if I get better gear, I'll be able to see this area, was so cool. And to this day, I have like that raid just in my mind at such high regard because of that. It was like this ultimate goal that I wanted to reach, and I thought it was so cool that whenever other people were able to go into that raid and complete that content, I remember downloading a kill video, and it took forever, and I watched it on my Xbox because I wanted to watch it on TV. I was like so excited to see what those bosses in that raid looked like, and being able to, as an adult, having more time to play the game now, and having a lot more experience in how to play World of Warcraft, actually knowing what a rotation is and things like that, I'll actually be able to go and experience, that end game content myself. Like, I'm definitely gonna be working towards getting to Naxxramas and being able to see Naxxramas during Classic WoW. That's like my ultimate goal. But it's just so much cooler to get excited about going to see a new place instead of just getting excited about going to the same place, but the bosses hit harder. There's nothing exciting about going to Eternal Palace on mythic level when you've already completed the same raid on normal and heroic. You know what I mean? So that's something I'm really excited about that I feel like not as much people are talking about. Another big reason I'm excited about Classic WoW is that I don't have to worry about catch-up gear. And that may be kind of a weird thing to say coming from a casual player, because catch-up gear is intended for casual players. So casual players don't feel like they always need to be playing. They can just say, hey, you know what, I don't really feel like playing this patch, I'm going to take a break, but whenever the next patch comes out, I can jump right back in because they're going to have some sort of catch-up mechanic that lets me skip the stuff that I didn't want to do. But what happens with these catch-up mechanics is that in my mind, it makes me feel like all my progression is reset every patch. And then I start playing this game of mind where I'm like, okay, well, I really want to play this. I really want to play World of Warcraft right now, but man, the patch comes out in 1 month. So how much work am I doing right now? It's really going to be even worth the time. I really want to get up this alt. I want to work on my shaman, but hey, if I wait just 1 more month, then I can get all this gear really easy, which makes me feel like anytime I put in the game right now is a complete waste of time. And it drives me off the wall. Something I really like about RuneScape, even though RuneScape can be such a grindy game, and you feel like the grind never ends in that game and everything just takes very long to level up. The nice thing is I can play RuneScape for a little bit. I can play it really hard for a few months, quit for 6 months, come back, and that work that I did before is still meaningful. I never feel like I'm wasting time in that game, whether I'm playing it for half an hour or whether I'm playing it for 5 hours, because all the work that I'm doing matters now, and it's going to matter in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years. And there aren't any, I'm never going to come back to RuneScape and they say, hey, guess what? You can actually just click on this one button and boom, you're instantly level 99 fishing. You know, that's not going to happen. And something in World of Warcraft is that every time I come back for a new patch, well, hey, that gear that used to be really good, it drops from World Quest now. So have fun with that. And that's just like a really crappy feeling to have of you put so much time into a game, but then you just take a quick break. And then whenever you come back now, not only is your gear invalidated because new stuff comes out, which is normal, but people can do a lot less work to get the same gear that you have now, and that just kind of feels crappy. But in Classic WoW, and I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that in Classic WoW that there aren't really that many catcher mechanics. You know, whenever a new raid comes out, you have to do the previous raid content and things like that in order to gear up, in order to do the new raid. It's not like Naxxramas is going to come out and now Molten Core and all the other raids are just completely useless. Once you hit max level, you still have to do those raids and those higher level dungeons in order to get the gear, in order to do Naxxramas. And so I can play the game at my own pace, knowing that, hey, if I take a break for a while and I come back, I can pick up right where I left off, and that's going to be totally fine. So that's pretty much it, guys. By the way, the video I've been showing on the screen is from my friend Terror of the Jungle. He has a Twitch channel. I'll be able to link it in the description below. You should definitely go check it out. And also a bit of my own footage on retail as well. But let me know what you guys think about Classic WoW. If you're excited to play Classic WoW, especially if you're coming from a more casual background, if you're not a hardcore raider, I want to know why you want to play Classic WoW, because I think Classic WoW is going to be a really good opportunity for not just hardcore players of World of Warcraft, but people who are very casual with World of Warcraft as well. And this being my first video, please feel free to comment below. Let me know what you think, things I can improve on, things that you just totally hate. If you like the video, make sure to give it a like. If you don't, make sure to give it a like as well. Thanks.